Number eight. Number eight's kind of a unique one. A lot of people aren't aware of it, and a lot of people don't take advantage of it. But that is VA pensions and veteran readiness and employment. VA pension is basically a need-based benefit. VA pensions are available to some wartime veterans who meet certain age or disability requirements and who have income and net worth within certain limits. So you really have to, you have to kind of go through and apply for it, and there's a bunch of criteria that you need to meet to be eligible for a VA pension. In addition, there's also aid and attendance, which is an additional benefit to the VA pension. And I think the best thing to do is to tell folks to go to the links below and get additional information, because it is kind of an interesting criteria. You have to meet a bunch of different gateways in order to qualify for a VA pension.
Well, then with VA pensions, when I worked over at Congress, I dealt with a lot of VA pensions, and every single veteran's situation is unique. And not only the veteran, but also the spouse.
Their spouse.
These are the types of benefits that can potentially be passed on to a spouse after a veteran has passed away. And there's different stipulations. There's a lot of, like I said, it's unique, but generally it's 100% disabled veteran who's had disability for 10 years or longer. There's a possibility of the pension being passed on to their spouse. If a veteran passes away from an actual disability that they're receiving a percentage for, a rating for, then there's also the possibility of the pension being passed on. And I mean, I'm not there, knock on wood, but down the road, it would be nice knowing that when I'm no longer here, my loved one will still be taken care of by the VA.
Well, and you and I both know examples of that happening, of individuals who passed away and then their spouse, wasn't aware, and then retroactively was able to, get on the system, and it changed their quality of life.
Oh yeah, big time.
Most seniors are on some type of fixed income or something, and so this is this is a big one.
Yeah.
So I would definitely encourage folks, if you feel you meet those criteria or you're in that ballpark, definitely check out the links below and go in and investigate and file a claim for VA pension. Ask to come on a VA pension.
Yep.
The other one that's part of that is the Veterans Readiness and Employment, VRE, used to be called Vocational Rehabilitation and Employment, Voc Rehab. Probably most folks know the program from that old name. It was very widespread. And you've taken advantage of that. So I'll let you talk a little bit about Voc Rehab, and then we can talk about some of the criteria.
Yeah, so generally speaking, any veteran that's out there receiving 10% disability or higher can become eligible for Voc Rehab. It is not the same as a GI Bill. It's different.
Right.
A GI Bill can be accessed by anybody that's in the system for the GI Bill. Voc Rehab is a needs-based thing. So like if I'm a police officer and I have disability for my back, and after being a police officer for a couple of years, I'm like, I just can't do this anymore, but I need training in order to change my career. Well, you can utilize Voc Rehab to help you find a new career path that meets your goals. And I mean, they do all sorts of stuff. It's an awesome program. It really is. It's like, I always tell people, it's like the GI Bill on steroids.
Right.
But it's not an automatic thing, So just because you say, oh, I want to change my job, if your current job isn't causing more injury or pain or any of that kind of stuff with regard to disabilities that you currently have, I mean, there's a lot of there's counselors there's Voc Rehab counselors. Talk to one of them. They'll know all the ins and outs of it. I'm just speaking about it from experience in the conversations that I had with my own vocational rehab counselor. But it is a phenomenal program. And it's how I got my master's. So it's great. I recommend it to everybody.
And the bottom line for this discussion is if you're in, VRE or Voc Rehab, you automatically qualify for VA healthcare. So if you're listening to us right now and you are currently enrolled in vocational rehabilitation, then we strongly encourage you to get into VA healthcare and start using those benefits. And once again, there's links below for you to get additional information. And number 7.
Well, there's one other thing I want to say about Voc Rehab.
Please do.
To anybody that's on Voc Rehab, in certain situations, you also have the ability to use dental.
Oh, that's
yeah.
awesome.
So if you have like some type of emergency situation with dental and stuff like that, talk to your counselor. You got to be in the program. Talk to your counselor about it. If you really need dental, they might be able to hook you up. Sorry to cut you off.
No, that's a great point, because a lot of people do ask about dental all the time. So that's a unique situation as far as dental is concerned.
The free VA New England mobile app is empowering those who served our country like never before. Access up-to-date information on benefits, healthcare, home loans, and more. Search VA New England in your app store today and access the benefits you've earned and deserve.